Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if you can hear me and see me. I'm a little worried, and I hope someone in the chat will tell me what's happening, what's going on. Yes, hello. My name is Alecia Lott. Welcome to my channel, my little place on the internet here. This is a place for us to use our journals for mental health and growth and planning and feelings and stuff. So every Sunday, I set up my weekly spread in my bullet journal, which I will actually show you in the corner here. So I set up a weekly spread, and I invite you all to join me while I do that. And this is just a time for us to plan, to get ourselves ready for the week. I like to I haven't been lately, but I like to give myself extra time to plan and to really think things through. And I feel that today is a result of me not thinking things through so well. So I want to get back on track. We're gonna do this, okay? But yes, I'm just happy you're here. I want to ask you if you could share with me in the chat, how did your week go? How was this past week for you? Is it something that you feel that you survived or that you thrived in? So if you feel like leaving me a message in the chat and letting me know, you can use emojis, or you can actually, I don't always like to do it, but you can use your words and let me know how the week went for you. Also, if you're feeling particularly proud about something, let me know how you did last week. Let me know if there's something in the past week that you feel particularly just really hyped and excited that you did. So let us know in the chat. All right, let's see who we have here. All right, we have Miss Life with Tanisha RN. Hello, good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, let me know how your week went. I want to know. And we will, if there are any wins to celebrate, I'm sure there's something. Sometimes you have to dig deep, but I'm sure there is a win somewhere that we can celebrate. And all right, we also have Nicole Sikora. Good morning to you as well. Let us know in the chat how you did, how your week went, what's up, how we can go forward in this week. Okay, so just a little explanation of what's going on right now. I am in a house sit. I've been house sitting for the past few months. I pay half the rent on my mother's apartment. I stay there sometimes, but lately I've been house sitting. And sometimes things don't work out the way that you think they're going to work out. So I just arrived at this house sit yesterday. It's fine. Like, I'm not trying to, complain about someone else's house, especially if I'm staying here for free. It's not the most maybe conducive to live streams, and I didn't really think that out. And as far as maybe just having, it's just the backgrounds and lighting and all the things that you have to think about when you're live on YouTube. You don't really think about those things sometimes, or I don't. Until it's about time to go live. So, but yeah, and then of course I have to have the most complicated setup as far as, okay, I have my camera that you can, my laptop camera, so you can see my face, and then I have this overhead, my cell phone that's pointing down so you can see my journal. So it's like, okay, I have to factor all those things in, and I didn't really do such a great job. So forgive me for that. That there's a lot going on here. All right. But yes, I am proud. I'm proud that I got the house sit. And I am proud that, this week doesn't look as though it is so. Maybe you're looking at it and you're like, what the heck did she even do? But I actually did do a lot. So yeah, I did a lot of homework for a course that I'm taking. So yeah, I spent more time, I think, focusing on that versus trying to do a bunch of other side projects that I tend to take on. So it's happening. It's happening. Sometimes it doesn't look that way, but it does. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Nicole. Well, I hope everything goes well. I hope that your recovery is speedy and good, and that it's nothing too serious, or if it is, that you have that time to rest and reflect and recover. So yes, I'm glad that you're here despite that. That is pretty. I'm going to give you a high, give you a little clap, high five for that. Thank you for being here. Yes. Okay. We have, all right, Miss Tanisha. All right. All right. Week went okay. You know, not it's they're not always going to be fireworks, right? Let's see. Okay, she had a family celebration for a nephew. Oh wow, who graduated from high school, going to college next week. Dang, it is time for school to start for people. And I forget that sometimes. But that is good. Okay, that you had that time with your family, enjoying and celebrating. That it's a happy occasion that you can get together and enjoy. So I'm happy for that for you. Thank you for sharing that. That's beautiful. Yes. Okay. Oh, and she also, let's see, allow yourself permission to miss a task without. Yeah, yeah, don't beat yourself up if there's something else. Sometimes you need rest. Sometimes you need to take a step back from whatever the task is and maybe regroup and refocus and come back to it later. So yes, I'm glad that you took some time, didn't let yourself, get too caught up in the guilt of not doing the thing, because you can come back stronger later. So very good. All right. Nestor, ¿cómo estás? Okay, tus emojis. Okay. Sonrisa. Sonriendo. Okay. Wow. Descanso y amor. Okay. Sí, me gusta todo eso. Sí, es una semana bonita. Suena como una semana relajante y feliz. Gracias por compartir eso con nosotros. Y sí, okay, Nestor. But it's so hard for me to switch back and forth. All right, but hi, you guys. Okay, I am going to switch our journaling prompts. So I have a few journaling prompts here. All right, I was feeling more in planning mode when I made these journaling prompts, so they're not as much related to feelings, but I guess my focus is to think more about being in particular spaces and what actually helps one focus, and what I tend to be very optimistic and just think I can do anything anywhere, and that is not the I realize, like, as I get older, that's not the case. I need quiet, and I need I need certain lighting levels, and I need certain internet speeds, and all of those things that contribute to having a happy, healthy, productive work environment. And so I'm starting to, I just want to focus more on that as well. And I'm not just talking about live streams, but yeah, studying, writing things. A lot of the things that I want to do require focus. And writing YouTube videos, or editing, things like that. I need to be able to have a quiet, focused environment to do that. Although I will say, a couple days ago, I went to a coffee shop and I got so much work done. And it's like, it's so weird that you can be in a public place and be so much more productive. But I know that is because you are seated in one spot. You're not getting up to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. You're not, you're not going to be there all day. You're going to be there for maybe, my limit is usually 3 or 4 hours. So that, you have to, whatever you came there to do, you're going to focus more on that. that. So, so it's like it just depends. So you have to, I want to spend more time thinking about that. All right. So our journaling prompts are. Oh wait, is yay. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Sidetrack. Our journaling prompts are: what spaces help you focus and which ones drain you? And there are certain spaces where when you walk into them, like the energy is just, and you just, it could be, it's not necessarily noise, or it could be anything. It could be a smell. It could be lighting. It could be maybe the decoration, whatever. So, what is something that really sparks your focus, and what is something that really just makes you not get anything done? So think about that, because yes, we do. I'm not a productivity person. I'm not never gonna have this perfect schedule and this perfect, like, I don't know, just perfect, what do I want to say, like the time blocking, have every minute accounted for. But of course, we do want to be productive in some way. So let's think about that. Second journaling prompt is: what does an ideal, productive workspace look like for you? So think about maybe the type of room it is. Is it a public place? Is it in your home? Is it a place that is sparsely decorated? Are there photos on the walls? Are there, what kind of lighting I keep talking about lighting. It's very, yeah. What kind of, yes, do you have plants? Do you have a place to, what is the place where you put your computer? Do you have your computer in there? Is it totally analog? You know, so think about that. All right, number 3 is: what rules can you set for yourself when you're in a not ideal space? So, if you're a more transient person like I am, or if you are a person who maybe visits other people's houses, or you maybe moved into a place of your own and it's not ideal yet, what are some rules that you can set for yourself to bring yourself to that place of focus and productivity within a space that is not the perfect space for you to work, if that makes sense? So, yes. All right. So, I'm going to give us some time to ponder whilst, or you don't have to do the journaling prompts at all. I don't know what you're doing. Um, but I wanted to give us, of course, this space to be able to uh, either journal or work on our bullet journals, getting our weekly spreads together, or you could be maybe not meditating, something. You're doing something that requires some time. All right, and I'm going to get us some music. Okay, yeah. I like this. It's all right. Okay, 5 minutes. Yes, Nicole, I agree with you. Sí, Néstor, qué buena, qué bonito. Okay, about 20 seconds left. There we are. Oh, Nicole. Okay. All right. Ooh, can I do 4 screens? I feel like every time I do 4 screens like this, it makes me feel like I'm in Brady Bunch, and that makes me feel some kind of way. Right. I'm going to turn this music down just a touch. How was that for you? What did those prompts bring up for you? And how do you think that they can, thinking about that, can contribute to having a more productive work week, or I say work, not necessarily your job, but your creative work, and so your journaling practice? How can those things contribute to those? You know what I'm saying? All right. I am working over here. I'm over here. I'm working on my weekly spread. I did my little calendar. I put my calendar up to the camera here because I'm so happy with the way that the ink stamp turned out. Sometimes the ink distribution is just perfect, and I get so hyped because this is my life. And I've started on my intention of the week. I'm not finished yet, but yeah, so I want to definitely be more mindful of how my physical space affects health, well-being, productivity, all that. All right, you guys, there were some comments just before our quiet time. I'm so happy you guys are saying hello to me in the chat. I love it. Yes, Nicole. Oh, Nestor. Yes, fue una semana muy buena. It was a very good week. And I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy that it was a very good week. And just, let's continue this. I like this. All right. I see you. And Nicole, yes, all right, I agree. Spaces with a lot of chaos or too many people are draining. Sometimes your eyeballs just need a place to rest, and your mind needs just just a little bit of calm. And it's just, I think for me, as I get older, it has become more of an issue. I think when I was younger, I could maybe deal with those things a little bit better, noise and chaos. But now I'm like, no, 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 I need quiet. Kids, turn that music down. Um, so yes, I hope that these journaling prompts are helpful. And I'm going to give us just a couple. Actually, I'm going to leave these here for a second, but there are going to be just a couple more after in the where are we at right now? We're almost reaching the second half of our hour together. So I'm going to actually leave these here, but I want to give us another 5 minutes of journaling time, and we will continue to work these things out. Definitely for your ideal productive workspace, like really flesh that out. I think it is beneficial just to think about. Maybe it's not something that you can never, or that you won't be able to achieve in the near future, but you never know what might happen maybe 5 or 10 years from now, when you either move or you redecorate or something. Those are things to start to think about. So yes, all right, I'm gonna give us another 5, and we will journal or whatever your thing is. We'll do that for another 5 minutes. Good job, you guys, so far. We're doing this. Okay. 5 minutes came up fast. I'm sorry, guys. All right. I hope that was good. Something just went on my glasses. All right, I gotta fix that. I can't see. All right. So, yes, I hope that was a good 5 minutes for you. I hope that brought a little bit more clarity as to what is important for you in a space in which you will work or be creative. So, yeah, else leave me a comment in the chat if you would like to share what you wrote, or if you have any feelings, any special feelings as to what you need in your space. Like maybe you need a certain kind of music, maybe you need lighting, maybe lighting again, maybe you need access to the kitchen, maybe you need a special chair that you sit in. Maybe you need photos of your family to remind you why the heck you're doing what you're doing, things like that. What do you need in your space? Let me know in the chat. All right. What have I been doing over this 5 minutes? I've been working on my intention of the week. I finally finished writing that. So I intend to be more mindful of how space affects my workflow and my well being. Chaos and noise help me feel alive sometimes, but they can also be counterproductive. How can I find my happy place? So yeah, I do think that it's fun sometimes to be in a chaotic environment or an environment that's like, oh, there's a lot going on, there's a lot of stimulation, there's a lot of dopamine maybe. But yes, when you want to focus and concentrate and do things that require focus, then you cannot, or for me anyway, it's difficult to be able to do that in a chaotic way. I'm gonna just all right. So, and then down here, I went ahead and put my I feel like this list is getting shorter and shorter, but this is my habit tracker. So these are the things that I try to do every day, and then if I do those things, then I put an X here under the day, and it gives me a little bit of happiness just to see, a day that has all the X's filled in. So I try to do that. It's been getting shorter and shorter because I really do want to think about the TEFL course that I'm taking and actually all the homework that I have to do and all of that. And I'm like, okay, I can't do everything every day if I'm also trying to be productive with my homework. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to fill in this bottom half of my weekly spread, and I'm also going to put my days of the week on this side. Super happy to be starting a new week. Also, I'm going to put our quote of the week here as soon as I know what that is, because I really don't. All right, what do we got here? Who's talking here? All right, we've got Nicole Sikora. All right, so she's telling us that yes. Oh, look at that. All right, so yeah, Nicole, I agree with you. It allows you to work without it feeling cluttered, and having access to coffee or tea is preferred. Absolutely, totally agree with this. Coffee, in fact, I have not had my coffee today, and I cannot wait. So yes, I am in total agreement with you on this. Yes, all right, we're going to ponder that. I'm going to give us the remaining two journaling prompts here. Actually, there's my bonus one as well. And I will give us another 5 minutes of happiness and calm and peace. All right. So our two remaining journaling prompts are: what are your top 3 priorities this week? All right. So that could be planning, that could be, what something you have to do for work. That could be maybe things that you want to do with your family, your friends. Think about that. What are your top three for the week? All right. And then number five is, what is your intention this week? So, writing an intention of the week, I write a little paragraph. It could be, just a sentence. It could be a few words, just how you want to feel during this week and how you want to move through the week, what you want to focus on, something that is going to hopefully improve your life or your mental health or your physical health in some way. So, you know, what do you intend for this week? So, yes, let's ponder those things for 5 minutes. Yeah. All right. Oh, look at me. Ah. Okay. These blood units are flying by the day. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, let me know in the chat if anyone would like to share their top 3 priorities for the week. Yes. So mine are to be able to get through these house sits successfully. I kind of double booked myself for the house sits this week. So actually I have this current one, and then I'm going to be going to another one on Friday. So they're overlapping on Friday. Why did I do that? I don't know. But so my goal is to get through those and have everything go well, take care of the animals, make sure that everything is okay with the house, do a good job. And then second one is going to be to do my coursework, my homework. It's a lot of just writing. It's just so much writing, and just like, okay, I gotta read this chapter, then I gotta do this like peer participation thing, and then I gotta then there's an exercise I gotta do where you gotta like answer these questions, and you have to answer 300-word answers. So there's a lot going on with that, and it's more than I anticipated when I signed up for it. So I'm going to put a lot more mental energy into things. Just making sure that everything is okay with my mom. Making sure that she is settled in her new apartment. I mean, she's been there for a while. It's not new. But yeah, just making sure that everything is okay there, and helping her move things that need to be moved to storage or whatever. So yes, those are my 3. What are your 3? Yes. Or what is one of your 3? Let me know in the chat. All right. What do we got here? Oh, all right. Someone's talking about food, and that's what I yes. Okay, so Nicole wants to revamp the meal planning system so that it will be less stressful. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me know how that goes. I know. Meal planning. I'm right there with you. I've nearly given up on trying to plan meals and figure out what the heck I'm supposed to eat. So, any good vibes I can send your way, there you go. Just want everything to go well with that. So that's a good priority. Just making sure that you are feeling healthy and that you're able to get through the day and not feel hangry. That's always the goal, right? So very good, very good. Yes. All right. Well, I have some time here. I'm gonna give us another 5 minutes, and I will hopefully get through this weekly spread, and I will be able to finish on a strong note. That's what we want. All right. Take it. Okay. Oh, there we go. 5 more minutes, y'all. Hmm. What happened to you? Yes, we are powering through this hour of productivity and pondering. I'm trying to be alliterative. Pondering what we will do in the coming week. I hope it's been good for you so far. Let me turn this off. I saw that there was a hi in the chat. I got a hi. Ah, all right. Miss Mary Kay Ogden. Hello. Hello. I hope your week is going. It'll be going well. Will go well. Wow, I can't talk today. I hope last week was well. Let me know, how was your week? Were there any wins over the past week? Were there any things that we need to celebrate? Let us know. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to, while we're doing that, I'm going to give us our last always bonus journaling prompt. I feel as though things are going very quickly. I'm going to give us actually extra, and so that way we have a little bit more time to plan and scheme. To it's not freezing up too much or acting weird. All right. Ooh, there's some things happening with this internet. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. There we go. All right. What do you want? That is always going to be my last question that I give you guys, because I think it just shapes everything else. Well, you can't you can't really think about a lot of other things until you know exactly what it is that you want and what you're going toward. I still struggle with this question on a daily basis, but it is becoming more clear over time. So I say that, and I do implore you to think about this. Think about what you want. Think about how you want your future to be, how you want your next meal to be. Speaking of meal planning, how you want your next, what do you want to be doing this time next year? Think about that. So that's the kind of thing that I want to, always stress when we are talking about planning, which is, I am, as you've seen, I'm not the best planner, but I think it's more important that you try to plan and that you keep improving over time. So, you may not be that great, but the important thing is that you are putting in this time and energy and space to do that. All right. I'm gonna let you see my face again. Maybe. I don't know. There we go. All right. I'm gonna. Ooh, yes, the video is doing some strange things. I see. I'm going to work this out for the coming live streams because I don't want this to happen, of course. All right. And I will give us another. I hope you guys can hear me. If you can't, definitely let me know in the chat, although there is a delay. So you probably not see. So I'm going to give her. Let's do like 7 minutes. Let's do something crazy. Yeah, I have 7. All right. 7 minutes of journaling. I wish it were all day. We have just a few more seconds of planning time together. No. All right. Okay, I'm going to turn the music off. It's time to be serious. Yes. All right. That was a good 7 minutes. I hope you were able to journal a little bit more or plan a little bit more. Feeling good. All right. If anyone would like to share something that they're working on for the coming week, or if you have any thoughts, any new feelings as to what you want in your either in your workspace or in your life, feel free to let me know in the chat. I would love to be able to share this with everyone. um yeah, I am done with my weekly spread. So basically on this page, this is where my to-dos, or excuse me, this is where my appointments and events and things like that show up. And then I put to-dos on this side. I'm trying to think of something like a to-do that I can put on here. I don't have that fleshed out yet, so that's going to be blank. And then on this side, I didn't really go into this. This is just the coming 2 weeks. So I go ahead and put what's happening next week, and then also the 24th through the 30th. And I have my quote of the week. Finally. All right. So, the first step to crafting the life you want is getting rid of everything you don't. Mm. Yes, so that is by Joshua Becker, who is an author and writes books on minimalism and things like that. So yeah, it's something to think about. What can we start to edit out of our lives, and what can we get rid of in order to bring us what we actually want? We have to make space for the things that we want. So yeah, that goes for not just your physical space, but of course your mental space, your calendar, your schedule, all of that. All right. Yes. Okay. So Nicole. All right. She wants to work on, let's see, her recovery. Yes. And doing well in physical therapy this week. Absolutely. Let's get that. Let's make sure that everything goes well post surgery, and making sure that you are healing up correctly and the way that you should. So, all right, Nicole, I'm this microphone, I put it in a weird spot, so I want to give you a hug. I want to give you all a hug without hitting the mic. But yes, I applaud you that you are going through those steps to make sure that you are going to heal up nicely from your surgery. So very good. All right, you guys. Yes, this is our hour that I allot myself every week, and I'm so glad that you are here with me. Here, I'm gonna do this. No, not that one. Okay. This, I want to show my face. All right. So I am happy that you're here with me, despite all the technical stuff, despite maybe not being in a lovely studio for my YouTube, and just with all of this craziness. I always am happy to see you all here, and I'm glad, I'm proud of you for giving yourself this space to plan and to think about what you want in your life, whether it's the next 7 days or the next 7 years. So that is always very impressive to me, that you show up for yourself. So mm, yes, thank you. Thank you. And I want you to give yourself a pat on the back for doing that. So this is it. All right. I'm going to just wish you all a wonderful week. And I'm going to give you the upside down wave. And oops, wait, I can't do that just yet until you can see my hands. All right, let's give it this. Okay. And also this. And then, okay. I wish you a wonderful week. I needed like a engineer or something to do all this. Uh, Thank you so much. Upside down wave. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so you can keep track of all the other videos that I am doing one day. And also make sure that you like this video if you liked it. Share it with a friend. Something. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Have a wonderful week. Yes, thank you all so much. We got Nicole, we got Mary Kay, we got wait, Nestor, we got who Ms. Life with Tanisha, RN, we who else? All right, yes, and myself. Okay, bye y'all. Whoa, Miss Mary Kay, I forgot. Oh, I can't forget. Okay. Bye y'all. Thank you so much. And I'm just gonna wave like this weirdly. Okay, bye.